Cage for our announcement from Mr. Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 3 rounds in the welterweight division, presented to you by Czar, where people come first. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is a mixed martial artist. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. His official weight, 168.9 pounds. His pro record stands at 2 victories opposite 2 defeats. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, here is Ernesto Hellboy Zarate. And across the cage, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a jiu-jitsu fighter. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 170.5 pounds. His pro record stands at 2 victories opposite a single defeat. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Belleville, Illinois, here is Orlando, the Sandman Sanders. And our referee in charge of the action, Jeff Rexroad.
And taking a look at the tail of the tape, we can see age very similar. Height 5'9", 6'1", and records 1-1, 2-2. And immediately Orlando takes the center, pressuring heavy into Zarate. In and out, beautiful entry on the takedown, clamps those knees together and solidifies the first takedown of the night. Shifts off to that single leg and establishes side control. Zarate already finding himself in a very bad position against an extremely strong grappler.
Yeah, fun fact, Orlando actually trained with my husband in Atlanta.
Now, he was the B2 champ, wasn't he, at some point? Or he fought
NFA.
NFA. I'm sorry.
Yep, NFA champ.
And now you can
I believe he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Is that correct? Is that right?
I believe so,
Yeah.
yes.
That is not a man you want on your back.
No, and he is unrelenting right now. Zarate is having a very difficult time getting anything established. I mean, he needs to be careful there. Orlando setting up the Von Flu.
That's a...
Ooh, right into mount. Steps over. Very high-level grappling to get to that position. Moving into high mount already.
You're going to see that from Orlando.
And he's already right where he wants to be. This is a very bad position.
Yeah, posting that elbow.
And with a lot of time left on the clock.
Yeah, he's got months in there right now.
Yeah, that's... For a seasoned grappler like that, this is like his playground.
Yes, this is...
He's on the monkey bars.
Right
he's
where
going
he
across
wants to
the mirror. He's going on the little, what are those things you jump, those little springy things that you go back and forth on?
Yeah,
Swings.
He's having fun in there.
He's having a good
He's not going
time.
to get much damage. He's right where he wants to be.
And as we saw earlier in the night, this can be a position that pays dividends. You might not get the finish now, but you're draining them of their cardio. Every time they breathe, you're squeezing the diaphragm. They can't quite get all the breath they want. You know, they have to fight the submission.
Well, and as you can see,
Zarate's
Ernesto,
actually trying to work. He's working his way, at least working. He's not letting it just sitting there,
right.
You know what I mean?
He is. He's not accepting position, but as soon as he moves and makes a change, Orlando makes the change with him.
Right, he's real
so
smooth.
So he's right on there with him. It's not sporadic. It's just very calculated, very smooth. He's a smooth operator. Look at that.
And as opposed to
operator,
wrestling, when you get to a high
crossface.
level of grappling, you start to understand, I'm not going to hold you here. I'm just going to move around you.
Yeah.
Right.
You move, I move. And
Yeah.
I stay on top of you through the illusion of holding you.
And if you've watched them, they've moved from that. They were there, they went over there, and now they were here, and now they're back over there again.
This is just so much cardio from the bottom guy. 2 minutes left here in our opening round, and Zarate finds himself still in a very difficult position against Sanders.
He's actually not done a bad job at like protecting, like
nice reversal. Sanders
in a
goes right
Kimura.
for the Kimura. Oh, and he rips that. He's got inside control. Very smart of Zarate to allow that to become a sweep, because that very easily could have been the end of the fight. But now he's cranking that thing.
Oh, he's
Look at
actually
that shoulder too. He's like right in the jaw.
He's actually Zarate stretching that arm back out, trying to keep that. Oh, he got it out. Zarate actually doing a pretty decent job on the bottom of not getting damaged.
Yeah, all
he's
things
losing
considered,
a lot
yes.
of. He's wasting a lot of energy, but
He's doing all
you
the
know,
right things to try to get out.
if you look at the last fights and you saw Sanders, he dominated the top and he destroyed whatever was under him, and I think it's like he's not having a problem, but
No.
he's having to work.
Zarate is a very, very tough fighter.
1
Right.
minute left in our
And he's
opening round.
And he's always going to move. He's not a fighter like you see sometimes accepting position. He's like, all right, let's try and work out of this.
This has just been
Just a mix.
4 minutes of just
He'll likely take it
grappling.
back here.
Yeah, he's going to take
Yeah.
it back. If
Sanders is looking for a submission. He's looking to finish this fight. And both men have an 100%
Now he has
finishing
both
rate.
hooks locked in.
Yep.
He drives for that rear
Is he gonna
naked
get-
choke.
And Zarate is pulling his hand out.
Good job by Zarate.
Ooh, Zarate does a good job. But
Oh, wow, he's
gosh,
just so
Look
dead
at that
strong.
shoulder.
He
right
is so
in.
strong.
He's so good.
And if you watch it, it's so smooth when he does it. He stays so close, he just kind of slides around.
It's like a snake.
Yeah, just like, exactly.
He's like a snake. He's like an anaconda.
Sneaky snake.
A sneaky
I'm a
snake.
sneaky
see him
snake.
posturing up, looking to land a little damage here to solidify the round.
15 seconds to go.
Wow. This has been really, really beautiful to
And
watch.
he's so calm and patient.
Zarate finally forcing his way out. Nice jumping kick, moving forward, trying to solidify something at the end of this round. But Sanders likely taking that one.
Zarate was like a little kid that you let go
He's
to
like,
play on the playground. It was like, there's so much that Zarate has to offer. But, you know, obviously he's like, man, I couldn't show it.
So one thing of interest there, you could really tell Orlando's a very high-level grappler, and he's going to hit you if he can. It's very clear that Zarate's an extremely strong guy with a lot of leverage because Sanders is not willing to posture and strike. He wants to keep heavy. He wants to stay down. And,
He's looking for that submission victory.
Yeah, but sometimes you hunt that so much that you get into a grappling match, and it's so much easier to submit somebody when they have to defend punches.
Of course.
Although you will lose your position oftentimes, the dividends paid come after the damage is landed. So if you're worried about losing position and not landing strikes, you might not get to that submission
Absolutely.
in the end.
And making them want to be submitted is also a good game plan.
Here, let me give you my arm. Take my
Yeah.
neck. I'm tired of being hit.
Yep.
what does Zarate do now? What does he do now?
Uppercuts and move backwards.
Yeah,
And keep the distance. Straight teep kicks. Keep Sanders away from you.
I mean,
And you know he's
And
going to go.
don't get close
You
to
know
the
where he's going to go.
cage.
Yeah, you don't want to be up against that
No,
cage.
you want to get your back off the cage, circle out, teep kicks.
I'd love to see uppercuts and straight kicks. I feel
Yep.
like those are the worst thing for a wrestler to deal with.
Oh!
Big
Sanders.
shot from Orlando.
Right hand and an uppercut, and he's right back in the face of
And-
Zarate.
Zarate not in a good place, needing to run across the cage to
I
reset.
love Zarate's Muay Thai kicks, man. They're just like so solid.
He's game.
He's so solid. He's such a solid striker too.
Yeah, but is game going to be enough for the
I
pressure of Orlando?
understand.
No, man,
I
Orlando is just sitting back. He's just picking his shots. He's waiting
Orlando's right on his back foot.
Another entry onto the double leg, clinches those knees together and secures the seated
Gotta
takedown.
Watch out for that guillotine.
for... No, his guillotine's not even close. But, I mean, maybe he could get it. I doubt it. Maybe he's... Well, actually, he's got something a little bit there. No, it's...
And Orlando drives himself right back into the, what we call grapevine mount position, having those legs laced.
It's like he's one with Zarate right now. He's just kind of connected to him.
A minute and a half into our second round.
I
and
think
Orlando
Sanders is working a little bit different right now. He's working.
he's got that arm
Yeah,
triangle.
he's got that arm triangle.
He's just going to solidify it from
He's got
mount.
to just, if he could get off, if he could get...
And this is his move, guys. He has got a dirty arm triangle, and there's the
There it
finish.
is.
Orlando Sanders gets the tap in the second round via arm triangle.
Two former NFC champs. They're calling each other out on the on this side. I got my husband Chance calling out Orlando. not calling him out, but saying congratulations. That was a hell of a performance.
I'll go get the next fighter. Huh? That's right. Okay, I'll go get him.
Well, you know, you have that arm triangle, and it's
Oh,
almost
yeah.
impossible to pull yourself out of.
Yeah.
Zarate found himself in a bad position.
And
Didn't have an answer.
And Orlando Sanders moves on a 3-fight winning streak now.
And he's solid.
He's going to get a call.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight comes
It'll be
to
a
an
little
end
bit before.
at 1 minute 37 seconds into round number 2. For your winner by submission from a head and arm choke, Orlando the Sandman Sanders.
Absolutely dominating fight. You displayed your jiu-jitsu. It was beautiful. At no point did it seem like you just floated across that cage and maintained control. Was that the game plan all the way from the start?
It's always a game plan. Use my jiu-jitsu. I know I'm one of the best in the world to do it. So, and I work hard, 3 times a day, every day. So that's just been the motivation, and that's just been the real thing for me.
Absolutely. And it seemed like there at the beginning of the fight, he posed a little bit of a strength issue on the ground. You kind of waited that out, let him exert himself, and then knew that you could find the finish there following it up. Was that a pretty accurate assessment?
Very accurate. He's strong, man. He's good. Yes, he's good. He's strong. I just got to be patient. I'm a very, very patient person, so I have no mind just waiting. So I just keep going back to it, keep doing my thing.
So the next question is, after such a dominating performance, what's your next step, and who do you think is going to be willing to get in this cage with you?
Everybody. I expect everybody to get up in here, I work hard, so, I don't care. I just, my little thing. Let's get this work, man.
Hey, amazing fight. Awesome to see you back here in the Peak Fighting Cage. Can't wait to see you again soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you. UFC.
Arm triangle in the second round. Was just a beautiful fight, beautifully put together. You had a jiu-jitsu specialist that stuck like glue to his opponent until he worked himself into a position that he could finish.
Yeah, the grappling was on display fully here, and dealing with such a strong guy, who was able to withstand, a couple of really good submission attempts. There was a Von Flue, there was a Kimura, there was a couple things there. And Zarate, unfortunately, succumbs in the end there to that arm triangle. And just looking at some of these highlights, you can see Orlando really landed some clean strikes there at the end of the sequence before he went for that takedown.
I think that's what set that takedown up. It set that takedown up to put him in a good position. And then Zarate.
Look how strong, though. He didn't even come off of the side.
Yeah, I thought he was going to just jump over to the side because he had it, but
no, he just shifted his hips, kept the other leg over, and I like that. I like that. I might steal that a little bit. I don't know if I'm long enough to pull that off, but I like that shift.
Well, if you get a short enough guy, you're long enough.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah.
You're not
I'm never the tall guy, by the way. It's never in the history of ever.
Well, you just got to go against kids.
Yeah.
Kids club.
Oh, I got 3 kids at the house.
There you go, kids club.
Yeah.
Get the old lady. That's like, oh, wait a minute, she's taller than you.
The Lollipop Guild.
The Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop Guild.
All right, so a great finish there for Orlando Sanders. Hard-fought win, and he comes out on top in our third bout of our main card.
Well, the main card's going faster than the...
Yeah, we started off slow, and then things have just generally ramped up as the night has gone on. Which
3 fights to go.
not gonna lie to you, I like the finishes. Those are a little more exciting for me.